Morning guys, welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation. Just a quick video, just some news that we've kind of been looking at, reading some stuff about the new manager, about Russell Martin and his appointment. Obviously more and more stuff comes out over time, and some of the embargoed stuff that was done with journos yesterday is released. Obviously some of the videos as well released online by Rangers, etc, etc. More and more stuff coming down all the time. Look, obviously one of the big questions that is being discussed amongst the fan base is who will be captain next season. That's the big one, isn't it? I think a lot of fans want Nico Raskin as captain if he's still here. I actually personally think it's highly doubtful that Raskin will still be here next season. I think that a substantial bid from one of the EPL clubs will come in from him and he'll move on. Personal opinion would be, I think if Ancelotti had been the manager, I think he probably would have stayed. I don't believe he'll stay under Russell Martin. I think he will move on. But I think, if he is still here, he should be the captain. Of course I do. I think when he was captain last season, the team looked a lot better. Looked more driven, a lot more focused, had more leadership on the pitch. It was a shame that when James Tavernier came back, he was given the captain's armband straight back from Raskin. I don't think that should have happened under any circumstances. People who say, well, it has to happen. Well, actually, it doesn't. You can have a club captain and an on-field captain. They can be different people. It's happened at other football clubs before. So, there we go. But anyway, speaking of what Russell Martin was saying, looks like James Tavernier will be remaining with Rangers next season and also will remain as captain next season as well. Russell Martin spoke of his respect for Tav. He spoke about how he was an important part of the squad going forward and in the future. So I don't think, that he will be going anywhere anytime soon. I think he will play the vast majority of games next season. I don't buy into this stuff that's been coming out on other channels saying that he won't play the vast majority of games, that he'll take a backward seat. That just won't happen. We saw that try to happen last year with Philippe Clement, and it just didn't. I don't believe they will have right back as a top priority at the moment to sign. I think James Tavernier will stay as right back. Look, I really don't want to give an opinion on this. I have my views on it. I have my views as a coach, looking at it as a coach. Of course I do. I'm actually getting to the point where I'm actually too scared to give an opinion on James Tavernier because the Tav Bully Boys come on. There is a cult of personality around James Tavernier, which is actually bordering on the kind of Jim Jones, Jonestown Massacre style, David Koresh style kind of cult around him at the moment. It really is quite scary, the cult around Tav. So, I think some of our fans, it's Tav FC, not Rangers FC. Look, as a coach, I think he is positionally very bad. I think he is out of position an awful lot. There's a lot of goals that you notice that are crossed in to that back post when the right back area is the back post and he is missing. The one against Bilbao, for instance, last season. His legs have gone. He is not as fast as he used to be. He never was fast, but he certainly is nowhere near as fast now. Positionally, he is poor. If you watch games back last season, the number of times where he plays, where John Suter or whoever is playing right side centre-back has to cover the right back area, or Cheney has to track back to cover the right back area because Tavernier is missing. Just go and watch. This is not Tav hate. This is actually looking at football stats and football facts and coaching, looking at this as a coach. People talk about him playing centre-back. As a centre-back, his positioning is genuinely dreadful. Yes, he'll throw in perhaps a last-minute block, but that's because he was out of position before that block was required. If he'd been in position, then it wouldn't have happened. He's targeted an awful lot. There's an awful lot of the goals that we concede come down that right-hand side there, the opposition's left-hand side as well. So, tactically, I think he is not up to the job. I think he's tactically very poor. So that's as a coach, no matter what you think of him as a person or as a captain, as a coach, looking at him as a coach, I don't think he's up to the job. But he will be here next season. He will play the vast majority of games next season. That's just what we've kind of found out from Russell Martin. That's where we're at. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments.